Okay, perfect. Welcome everyone to my wonderful presentation on my website. This is great to learn how to use this whole screen recording thing. But I'm excited to kind of share what I've been able to make this semester and figure out how to do. I'm pretty proud of it. I think it looks pretty good and kind of captures what I wanted, the themes and everything like that. So to get right into things, um, with kind of the first prompts, my site takes direct user input from social media and then it incorporates it into like curated song recommendations, because I guess that's the whole point of the website, is to, I guess, bring people together about music. So the website then links to all the different, I guess, resources at the bottom for different ways you can listen to music, and then these will link you directly to the curated playlists. And then those playlists are built by the people running the website. And and then I guess these are with all the songs posted by the people on social media. So, and then the social media platforms will connect the user with its database. So yeah, there's that. Pretty much everything you can see made here is kind of from this center green. Um, it's made to update on a weekly basis, so the users find new things to add, and then that's reflected in the website. And as you can see, if I hover over this little link here, it links directly to the song, so that obviously people can check out what people are talking about and kind of the single of that week. So it keeps you connected that way, able to look at that and kind of check it out for yourself. So kind of neat. Pretty much next up then of the summary of the website, we go to the next page, featured, outside the home page. This just kind of shows, depending on user input, the certain songs and things like that. It's pretty cool because we'll directly call out the people with good recommendations on here, kind of give them a shout out and keep them involved. Kind of gives people incentive to continue to participate in the website. They might get credited. We have a few different categories of music as well. Mac Miller, kind of more rap. Radical Faith, a little more indie, and then like Perfume Genius, kind of a little indie rock as well. So just kind of the different categories as well. There we go. Obviously the same links are here, just so you can hop over to, whatever way you listen to music. If you want to listen to these and check them out, the featured ones this week. And then next up on news, obviously, right, news. Pretty much it'll just kind of explain new releases, things that are coming out. This one also will take that user input we talked about earlier in the featured section, where it has these people's names highlighted, and kind of shouts them out, just emphasizing a community, making sure everyone's kind of staying involved, and participating in the website. Again, that kind of incentive for people to want to do that. Pretty much that's a basic summary of the website. And I'll go back to the home page and talking about the target audience. So obviously it takes a lot of user input, like we've talked about, and so as a fan of kind of a lot of the music featured here and the things I listen to, one of kind of the main distinct things about all these bands and artists I listen to is they have a very distinct type of design and kind of theme that goes with their music, pretty visual. You can kind of see among all of their, different designs or albums or their own personal websites or things like that. So that kind of just inspires the site, is kind of the design of it. It wasn't anything super like flashy or nothing too crazy with things all over the place. Kind of the theme within, I guess, specifically maybe Brockhampton or Frank Ocean or kind of these main inspiration artists, is that there's always kind of this very simple minimalist theme. So it's not, too much or too crazy, but just trying to stick with simple color themes and kind of, simple bold text and things like that. Might seem a little backward, but it's definitely done deliberately, just kind of to appeal to the new age user bases that are checking out, these artists' websites and, their artwork and things like that are on the album covers of the music they're listening to. You can see just careful little details like the first nav bar. Kind of supposed to look a little bit like a track list. There's pretty much the main feedback that kind of helped me to change some things, improve the things about the website. Was mostly just hearing what confused people, or like the comments about the nav bar. Those definitely help to really see, kind of step outside the box when you're designing. You kind of think get locked into, certain ideas, or think things look good when maybe they don't necessarily look great or don't make the most sense. So having the feedback on that was really good to kind of be able to see what looked best and what held back. And then next are the elements I would be proud of. I like the colors a lot. Usually I have a hard time making things look kind of like they all go together, but I think this blends together pretty well with the unique colors. It's kind of has the same almost gradient as, other albums of these artists, but it's kind of unique colors, which I think look good and was something I was proud of. I like the red on the hover, kind of pops out at you, letting you know it's a link to somewhere else. That way, it's not super hidden. And then on the other pages, colors, just kind of these different deliberate colors. And then if we go over the nav, it's so like home news. When we hover over that, it's gonna be the same yellow that's on these here. Home, right? It's the red there that matches, and then news, it's just kind of teal blue, and that will match with these ones as well. I like how that turned out. Looked pretty cool and was fun to do. And then I had to end up making 3 separate nav bars. Took a bit, but it was cool. It was fun to do that, and I think it looks a lot better than having, this being highlighted with a different color, all the same color, just like not at all. So I thought that was pretty cool and fun to work on. Another thing I'm proud of here on the home page is the grid. I think it looks kind of lined up pretty well. It's kind of tricky to kind of incorporate a bunch of stuff and make it look neat, but I think it looked good. I think I like the edges on the right were kind of hard at first and struggled with that, but it all ended up looking alright. So I thought that was pretty good. I think some things that maybe still need work would, first of all, obviously be linking the actual social media to the homepage and things like that. Or like having a whole news, like another whole page that kind of links the, the users and stuff like that to the feed. I think a forum would also be pretty cool, that people could send, music suggestions to one another, to have a whole, another separate page for that, where there's just like, maybe a little less kind of set up like this and neat, but more like just, for the users to, it's a list of music that's been submitted that week that you can maybe filter by like, people can like or dislike or stuff like that. And it could be featured that way. So just kind of more users on the page putting in music and liking it or disliking it. Also on the featured in the news pages, I wanted to link the actual songs, but it was kind of tricky with like getting in the way of the design, and like making it look clean and simplistic. So finding a way to maybe incorporate that and still making it look kind of a clean, simplistic design would be cool. And that's probably about it. I think I've covered everything, hopefully. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you enjoyed. And I think that's it.